What's kicking my Cath Hounds? We're here for episode 18 of KOTOR 2. We just finished up the Nar Shaddaa plot line. So this episode's probably going to be pretty focused on companion interactions. Off camera here, I went and did a few upgrades and breaking items down at the workbench and the lab station, as well as did some selling of items. So did that off screen just to save a little bit of viewer time. I think the first thing we're going to do today, though, is fix up HK here. Looks like the remains of an HK unit, but older and more corroded than the one you encountered on Paragus. Its power core still carries a charge, but a number of critical parts appear to be missing. Repair. Install the droid's processor. Success. You have installed the droid's processor. Repair. Reinforce the droid's damaged chassis with the one you have. Success. You have installed the droid's chassis. There is a low hum from within the droid and the sound of circuits sparking, restoring power throughout the droid's systems.
Diagnostic. HK-47 activated. Running checks through primary systems. Assessment. It appears I have suffered considerable damage and dismemberment. I can feel all the cracks in my motivators. And my central control cluster seems to have taken several repeated blaster shots at close range. How crude.
Any idea what happened to you?
Answer. It seems you would know more than I. My memory centers are experiencing some setbacks. Reflection. Of course, for some reason that does not alarm me. I suspect I have suffered such repeated memory failures before. Still, the loss of my higher combat and assassination protocols is shameful and degrading.
Yeah, I think we know it's an assassin droid at this point. Right, you look a lot like a series of droids that have attacked me.
Answer. Oh, that is impossible, Master. If I were out to kill you, we would not be speaking. And regardless, I am a unique model. Why, to think that there would be other versions of me would be unacceptable.
A lot more than 4 of them. But yeah, I mean, it's a different series, right? HK-47 versus HK-50s. But why were you in our storage hold?
Answer. I do not know, Master. It is curious that I was here, although this place does seem familiar. Extrapolation. Perhaps someone was already in the process of rebuilding me. It may be I was needed for some task.
Yeah, T3 told us that, right? That T3 was the one who got HK-47 on the ship and has been trying to get him up and running again so that HK can help protect us because he's a combat model. All right, I guess we'll hit him with finally with the "Are you okay?"
Answer. If by okay you mean the loss of almost all my existing assassination protocols, then no, I am not okay. Furthermore, I seem to have no discretionary control over my vocabulator, causing me to reveal my true function as an assassin droid of unrivaled sophistication.
You're an assassin droid?
Recitation. Yes, as I said, I am an assassin droid. It is my primary function to burn holes through meat bags that you wish removed from the galaxy. Master, oh, how I hate that term.
What, meat bag?
Answer. No, Master. I said it again.
I'm not sure I like the idea of having an assassin droid on board.
Answer. Well, I am not certain I like the idea of a master who feels reservations at having an assassination droid at their disposal. In fact, it brings with it a certain sense of dread that you may actually not use me to my full capabilities.
Yeah, I mean, if it's willing to serve us, we're up against some dangerous stuff. So are you ready to serve me, droid?
Answer. Yes, Master. HK-47 is ready to serve.
HK-47 has joined your party. His few remaining assassination protocols allow him to do more damage to opponents with blasters and rifles. Journal entry added, got some experience points, lost some items. Let's talk to him right away again. See if there's anything
Statement.
we can say.
Master, I must express some degree of concern. As I have studied your actions, looking for potential vulnerabilities to exploit, I have found several.
Vulnerabilities?
Statement. You seem disposed to helping others, not harming them, as I have come to expect and anticipate from organic meatbags across the galaxy.
Why are you studying me for vulnerabilities?
Statement. Master, it is nothing personal, but professional pride dictates that I keep a running tally on any potential weaknesses in my masters. And of course, the weaknesses of any other sentient meatbags, droids, or other targets who are in service to my master.
What, to protect me?
Hypothetical. Master, it is entirely possible that one day you may no longer be my master, and that my new master might get jealous of our prior relationship. It has happened before. As a result, I have a responsibility to know your weaknesses should I be required to assassinate you.
HK, do you know what love is? I like that. We'll hit him first with it. You don't have to call me master.
Statement. Oh, I am aware of that, Master. I simply use it to give you the illusion of control and obedience. Humans often need such comforts until the end comes.
What do you mean, the end?
Consolation, Master. Everyone dies eventually, and not all of them by my hand. Even droids die when not routinely maintained, sadly enough.
Right. I don't think we need to be forceful and lord it over him, but until you do, you answer to me, blah, blah, blah. Nah, I had some questions.
Statement. Ah, you wish to conduct an interrogation? Very well, proceed.
Interrogation?
Statement. Oh, yes, Master. Pain is really the only reliable means by which truth may be obtained, or so I choose to believe.
It's not an interrogation. I just want to ask you some questions.
Statement. Very well, Master. But if you wish to be brutal and vicious about it, know that I am trained for such things. Do your worst.
Enough with the interrogation already. When I ask you questions, I mean I will ask you questions without torturing you.
Statement. Master, I am no behavior droid, but it is obvious to me that you have serious ethical problems that will need to be treated at some point. Very well. Ask your questions. If you feel the need to make it an interrogation, however, do not restrain yourself. I would be saddened if you held back.
I like how out of the box this is. HK, do you know what love is?
Answer. Many organic meatbags find that question difficult to answer, Master. But I believe I can provide you with a satisfactory definition. Definition. Love is making a shot to the knees of a target 120 kilometers away using an Aerotech sniper rifle with a tri-light scope.
There's a certain lethal charm in such a shot, I agree.
Statement. This definition, I am told, is subject to interpretation. Obviously, love is a matter of odds. Not many meatbags could make such a shot. And strangely enough, not many meatbags would derive love from it. Yet for me, love is knowing your target, putting them in your targeting reticle, and together achieving a singular purpose against statistically long odds.
I take that actually. All right, well, I had some questions.
Statement. Ah, more questions. Wonderful.
Okay. Who is your previous master?
Answer. Master,
Influence failure.
Ironically enough, I seem to have developed a sudden bout of memory loss. I shall struggle to recall an answer to your question, but for now, it is sadly beyond my capabilities. Consolation. Besides, you are a fine master. Do not be worried about being rendered insignificant if I were to inadvertently compare to some silly old master I once possessed.
I had some other questions.
Ah, more questions. Wonderful.
I like HK. Let's see here. Do you know anything about the Sith hunting us?
Answer. No, Master, I do not. I am afraid I have been out of touch with the Sith for many years. This new Sith threat fights differently than the ones I was familiar with. These seem to favor stealth and assassination to achieve their ends.
Any idea where they might be striking from?
Answer. No, Master. The Sith had many hidden bases and strongholds before and during the Jedi Civil War, and I doubt the Republic found them all. Theory. It is possible that the Sith still hold one such base, if not several. Consolation. But I would not worry, Master. I imagine it will not be long before their murderous hands try to seize you by the throat. Twi'lek metaphor. Jonta bosi likita masisoringada untamiasa grawino roto.
You can say that again.
Query. Master, excuse me, but how is it you know so many languages?
I picked up a sonic imprint sensor on Paragus. It doubles as a translator.
Query. May I see it?
Why?
Answer. Because it seems to know all the languages I do, and I am feeling degrees of familiarity and inferiority both at once.
Here you go.
Observation. This is indeed familiar. Indeed, it seems to be modeled after my vocabulator, with some modifications, of course. Curious. You say you obtained this device on Paragus.
What of it?
Observation. Master, I do believe this device serves multiple functions, including tracking your position for any HK units in the vicinity.
Can you use it to track them?
Confirmation. Yes, Master, I believe so. Of course, we would need to find 3 separate HK squads and use this device in order to target their base.
So we just wait?
Answer. Master, the nature of the signal from the sonic imprint sensor is such that we must wait until it is signaled. It does not please me any more than it does you, but one of the primary traits of an assassin or assassin droid is patience.
Alright, I think there's one more question we can ask him. Maybe I had some other questions.
Statement. Ah, more questions. Wonderful.
Okay. For a sophisticated assassin droid, you don't seem as advanced as you should be.
Statement. Master, you wound me. Not physically, but in my behavior core. It is true that I once possessed many more protocols and upgrades, but time and damage has taken its toll. And I am afraid that I have a rather long history of memory problems, which has also compromised my effectiveness as well. Still, you will find me a valuable asset, Master, willing and able to terminate anything you point me towards.
Alright, well, nothing, never mind. Got some extra XP and a journal added, so we should be able to track those HK units eventually. Let's talk to Goto.
Yes. Is there something you have come to offer me?
I don't think we're gonna say that you should be more grateful. But I wanted to talk to you about your operations on Nar Shaddaa.
As anxious as I am to give away all my trade secrets, you will understand if I choose not to answer such questions.
But then I had other questions.
I am willing to indulge some of your questions.
You wanted me to save the Republic. How is that possible?
There are several factors, all of which affect each other. There is the stabilization of Dantooine, the preservation of the restoration efforts on Telos, the political resolution on Onderon, and the unification of a religious power base in the galaxy, either Jedi or Sith.
Is there anything you can help do to help those systems and their people, either with information or resources?
The destruction of my yacht and of all my activities on Nar Shaddaa carry a cost that would take you several lifetimes to pay back. But perhaps the offer of credits will spur you to act quicker, more decisively. I am not unsympathetic to such greed. For every system you stabilize, I will reward you for your efforts.
Cool. I don't particularly love this response, but it's the one I like the most out of these options of I will do what has to be done, no matter what the cost.
See that you do not disappoint me.
So what needs to be stabilized?
There is the stabilization of Dantooine, the preservation.
You just told us that. Tell me about Dantooine.
Dantooine is a vital resupply point for the Republic. If its stability is compromised, then the Republic will lose control over many outlying worlds, and they will become a haven for raiders and smugglers. The economic loss from such outer worlds is greater than the Republic is aware of. If the matter is not corrected, then it shall fall.
What's the situation on Onderon?
Onderon is an outer rim world, rich in ecological resources. Its aggressive ecology is capable of bringing devastated worlds back to life. It is currently experiencing a political schism split between two forces. One must triumph for the planet to be stabilized.
What about the restoration efforts on Telos?
Telos is instrumental to the stability of the Republic. Its success or failure will dictate the economic forecasts of many other worlds. Of course, since the destruction of the Paragas facility, the odds of the Telos restoration project being successfully completed is close to zero.
I'm getting tired of being blamed for Paragas.
Then stop causing events of planetary destruction. You are a walking catastrophe, and you are not making saving the Republic any easier.
Alright, I had other questions.
You may speak.
Yeah, if he wouldn't tell us about his operations in Nar Shaddaa, he won't tell me about his base. But we'll try this. What capabilities does your droid possess?
It has been assigned to guard and protect you. As such, it is well suited for a variety of tasks. It is skilled in intimidation, interrogation, and can provide a series of select skills that will make it an effective killing machine. For the most part, it will follow your orders unless they conflict with mine.
And if they do?
Then its proton core will detonate, turning this ship into space dust. There is no negotiation in this. I will not allow you to interfere with my operations and plans.
What skills does it have?
This unit comes with a droid scrambler that you may use against mechanized opponents to randomize their defensive and offensive protocols. Use it, and it will cause droids to wage a civil war in their programming, and they will turn on their allies. Its power source is not limitless, but it is enough. In addition, this unit comes equipped with a portable cloaking generator. It will allow it to enter places undetected in reconnaissance mode.
That's cool. So you're sneaky and confusing?
How droll. What an amusing Jedi specimen you are.
I had other questions.
I am willing to indulge some of your questions.
Do you know anything about the HK droids sent after me?
The assassin droids. I have encountered some, purchased the service of others.
Why are they hunting me?
Why, I asked them to. To be honest, I believe that was always their intention, but it seems their directive was dormant for some time.
Do you know where they're coming from?
If you mean produced, no, I do not. I do know that there are a surprising number scattered throughout the Republic fleet searching for you. What they will do now that you are found is easy to predict.
What are they doing in the Republic fleet?
They are masquerading as protocol droids. I have discovered that when they are used in negotiations, they have a predictable pattern of sabotaging whatever peace treaties they are involved with.
Why doesn't the Republic know?
Because the Republic has no reason to investigate otherwise, and any discovery of their true purpose has been concealed by well-timed accidents.
I mean, that was the HK situation on Bragas too. Why haven't you acted on this information?
Because their behavior is predictable, of course. By monitoring their presence, I know which worlds will suffer civil wars, planetary conflicts, and Republic bombardment.
I had other questions. There's just the one more about Revan. On the yacht, you mentioned Revan, but Revan sought to destroy the Republic.
A common misconception not supported by facts. Revan did not intend to destroy the Republic. She deliberately left the infrastructure of many planets intact, and many military production facilities.
But why? Revan had limitless forces.
I believe that by whatever means she used to build her armada, she recognized that it was somehow a limited source, or that she was only willing to use it to a point. My prediction is that whatever production facility was being employed, it carried a price that Revan perceived as detrimental to the goals of the Sith. And that is why Revan left many military production facilities in the Republic intact.
But why? Revan wouldn't need to conquer anything else once the Republic was beaten.
That is what occupies my calculations as well. I believe that Revan saw a war on another front that we did not, or saw the value in keeping a strong military force.
Do you know where Revan got her forces?
That is also a mystery to me. I do not have any evidence upon which to build an answer. It is significant that after the defeat of Malak, the forces decreased considerably, and after Revan's departure from known space, production ceased completely. It is my prediction that whatever was producing such forces needed a strong, effective leader to ensure its stability. Without Revan or Malak, there was no such figure left among the Sith.
What about Malak?
Unlike Revan, Malak demonstrated no concern for the future of the Republic in his attacks. His stratagems were painfully obvious, intending to crush all resistance everywhere. There was little thought beyond the complete destruction of anything that opposed him. He left quite a mess. I'm still trying to assess all the damage. Between the two, I would have preferred Revan rule the galaxy. She had foresight in her conquest, a subtlety that Malak did not possess.
Alright, I think that's everything we can ask him right now. So, nothing, never mind. Influence gained and lost go to dark side points gained. Okay, I wonder if it was a net positive or a net negative shift. Who knows? Alright, so we want to give ourselves I'm just gonna call this companion save. Just in case I mess anything up when it comes to the Handmaiden Visas situation, because I know you can lock yourself out of a few things by talking to the two of them. We'll start with Mira, since we haven't had a chance to talk to her yet.
Yeah, something wrong?
I was hoping we could talk.
Talk? About what?
Just wanted to get to know you a little better is all.
Why, you trying to be my father? No thanks. Already had one. Somewhere.
Dang, we can be really forward. There were some questions I wanted to ask. I mean, we're not trying to be their dad or anything, but yeah, super cagey. You seem restless.
It's all this traveling, being trapped in the ship. Everything's just too quiet.
Too quiet?
I'd rather be doing something, somewhere with people, activity, some life.
Like Nar Shaddaa?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been off planet. Guess I got used to it.
How so?
Well, Nar Shaddaa may be one of the biggest cesspits in the galaxy, but it's got a life to it. Activity. Aliens, people, refugees. It's like noise, but relaxing. Like the hum of a hyperdrive.
Could talk a bunch of shit about it, but I mean, yeah, I think with what Kreia showed us on Nar Shaddaa, I think we can empathize with what Mira's saying here. Kreia showed me how to listen on Nar Shaddaa once, how all life there is connected, is bound to each other.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't go that far. I'll believe it when I see it.
Maybe one day I'll be able to show you.
No thanks. You can keep your Jedi training to yourself. I already know Nar Shaddaa better than you ever will.
Forget it. I had some questions for you.
Shoot.
I don't know how to raise influence with her here, but were you raised on Nar Shaddaa?
Look, before we get into a game of Guess the Pazak card, pull back on the throttle. I don't know you that well to start sharing our life stories.
Okay.
All right.
All right, tell me a little bit about Hanhar.
Hanhar's only a bounty hunter because that's the closest word for what he does. He's not out for credits. It's more vicious than that, and it runs a lot deeper. It's like he's out to make the whole galaxy suffer. Every living thing in it. He wants to break them, ruin them. And when they can't suffer anymore, he wants them dead.
What happened between you and Hanhar?
I didn't kill him once. Biggest mistake ever.
What do you mean?
That's a long story. I don't want to get into it. Maybe some other time.
Dang, we don't have any relationship with Mira right now, and I don't know how to boost that.
Talk. About what?
We'll see. Some questions I
Go ahead,
wanted to ask. Why don't you kill your targets?
I've killed people before, but not if I don't have to.
Might as well use a skill if we have the option, right? Awareness. Because all life is connected, and Malachor proved it. You know what the loss of family means, even to your targets.
Oh, do I? Is that it? How you could ever possibly hope to understand is beyond me. Jedi don't have family. I know what happened at Malachor 5, and I know the Jedi didn't care about life there.
I've never stopped trying to protect others, even at Malachor.
Get away from me. The next time you come and ask me a question, I swear I'll shoot you in the head and dump you out the airlock.
Hell yeah. Influence gained. We take those. Well, she feels strongly about Malachor, just like Aden does. Speaking of Aden, let's go talk to him, see if he's got anything new to say.
I heard you making friends with the bounty hunter. I don't blame you. She's a scrapper. You don't survive on Nar Shaddaa for very long if you aren't.
Did you know Mira, Aden?
I've known people like her. Maybe without the rocket launchers, but sort of the same. Maybe without the plunging neckline and the boots. I wouldn't let anything she says bother you. It's a wonder you cracked her attitude at all. She's cold as the ship's hull.
I had some questions for you.
All right. What did you want to know?
We'll try and revisit it. I'd like to know about your past, especially if we're traveling together.
Well, don't get too attached to me. I don't like it.
I kind of like the idea of talking a little bit of shit and saying I don't think we've done one thing you have liked since we left Paragus, but we'll ask why not.
It's because I'm a deserter. It's what I do.
Did you turn away from the Jedi Civil War or the Mandalorian Wars?
Served in both of them. Against the Mandalorians, before and after Revan, and again, when Revan declared war on the Jedi.
But why?
Because I followed orders. But it was more than that. You were there. You knew how easy it was to hate the Jedi who sat back in the Republic, evaluating the threat, and watched us die against the Mandalorians.
Why did you desert?
Because you can't believe in the Republic anymore after the Mandalorian Wars. After Revan, nothing was the same.
Right after that final battle at Malachor, I was right there with the rest of the defectors, because it was the right thing to do.
I don't think we'd want something super judgmental here, because we kind of did the same thing-ish, but not really. I mean, we turned away from it. Ooh, I don't know. But I think we can end with the I agree. The Republic did not deserve your loyalty. Not any longer.
The Mandalorians were slaughtering us by the millions. The millions. You were at Serico, when they turned the Starib cities into glass craters. At Duro, when Basilisk war droids rained like meteors onto the orbiting cities. And when the Mandalorians set fire to the Zoxan plains on Ares III, The fires that still burn. Without the Jedi who turned on the Council, without you, the Republic would have lost the war, and we would all be Mandalorian slaves or corpses.
Instead, you all became Sith.
If that's what you want to call knowing when to fight and when to kill, then yes. But you can't really break down people into Sith and Jedi and expect everything to make sense. We were loyal to Revan. That was enough. She saved us.
So you followed Revan, like I had.
After Malachor, after the Mandalorian Wars, that's when the Sith teachings started spreading through the ranks.
We knew where our loyalties lay. To the Jedi who came to help us. Not the ones who sat back on Dantooine and Coruscant, watching us die.
So when those same Jedi who watched us die decided to start fighting us during the Jedi Civil War, we fought back. I fought back.
You fought Jedi?
I didn't fight Jedi. I killed them. A lot of them. People say killing Jedi is hard. It's not. You just have to be smart about it. No blasters, no getting close to them, no attacking them directly when you can gun down their allies instead. There's ways of gassing them, drugging them, making them lose control, torturing them. I was really good at it.
What's worse is that killing them wasn't the best thing. Making them fall. Making them see our side of it. That was the best.
Damn. You make it sound easy.
I taught myself techniques. It's hard for Jedi to sense what you're really thinking if you throw up walls of strong emotions and feelings. Lust, impatience, cowardice. Most Jedi awareness doesn't cruise beyond the surface feelings, to see what's deeper. And I was good at that, throwing up walls. And my superiors knew it. Sometimes the Jedi on our side wouldn't even realize I was there.
So you force emotions to block someone reading your mind?
Yeah, I had a talent for it. More like instinct. I wasn't the only one. I know you left at the Mandalorian Wars, so you don't know much about what went on behind the scenes in the Jedi Civil War. But Revan understood one thing. The real battle was going to be fought between the Jedi on both sides. That was the only battle that mattered.
She was right. She proved it.
Whoever had the most, the strongest Jedi were going to win the Civil War. If Revan couldn't convert Jedi, Revan would kill them. So Revan trained elite Sith units into assassination squads, whose duty was to go out and capture enemy Jedi. I was in one of the special units trained to do this.
So what happened?
Yeah, Revan had plans for all Jedi. I think it was important that the Jedi see her side of things, the Sith teachings. Revan wanted to break them, and then have them join her.
But you're here now. Why?
One day, I decided not to do it anymore, so I left. Ended up on Nar Shaddaa, became someone else.
Why are you telling me this? You're telling a Jedi that you killed Jedi.
Because you've killed Jedi too. Different circumstances, but you have a bigger body count than I ever did. And I've been with you only a short time. Enough to know that as soon as someone signs on with you, they haven't got long to live. You got history, and anyone who travels with you doesn't. And maybe I want somebody to know who I was in case a story needs to be set straight. Maybe you understand.
But why did you leave the Sith?
I think there's been enough lies and truth for today. Let's just leave it for now.
Okay. Well, I'm surprised he told us as much as he did, and I need some time to think about this.
Take your time. I have.
Light side points gained. That's cool. I did not remember that piece of history when it come to Atten, so I dig that. What a badass too. He's killing Jedi, but then he got locked in a force cage in Paragus. Oh well, what can you do? Alright, let's talk to Bayo-Dur next, which is this way and then this way. Yeah, here we go.
Yes, General?
You have any shields I could use?
Sorry, General, I'm flat out. I'll see if I can make some more when I get a chance. Something else I can help you with?
Never mind. Nothing new to say to Bayo-Dur. Where's T3 at? Anything new we can say to T3? There he is. Okay. Need a programming spike. We used a few of them before. But okay, never mind. But, alright, well, maybe later then. I had something else I needed. Alright, I think all of these things we've asked him and talked to him about, other than when I was captured by Goto. How were you able to find Goto's yacht? You snuck into Voga's droid warehouse to steal the codes? So who is transmitting the codes to Goto's yacht? The droids. Interesting. Alright, I don't think there's any other questions we can ask C3 now, so never mind, I'll be going now. Alright, the next person we want to talk to is Handmaiden, who I think is this way. In the storage unit. Because if I am following this correctly, we need to talk to Handmaiden and do everything in her dialogue tree before we talk to Vsauce. And then we should be able to kind of keep both of their character arcs, as I understand it, open. Alright, so we'll do a save 43. Just in case. Talk to Handmaiden.
Yes?
What are you doing?
I am training, so that if danger should strike, my body and my reflexes will be prepared. That, and I had forgotten how long hyperspace travel can be. If I do not have something to focus my attention on, I fear my sanity will erode as well.
You could always play Pazak with Atten.
What do you mean, Pazak? What, again?
No, I don't trust him.
At cards?
That too.
It's going to be a short journey if everyone's watching each other for betrayal.
That is untrue. You and the Iridonian trust each other. Or at least the Iridonian trusts you. We heard much of the Iridonian when we served Atris. Atris believed that the Iridonian held the knowledge to restoring Telos.
Who? Beodur?
Yes. His skill with machines is something beyond which most can aspire to. His shield technology surpasses the designs of even the most skilled of Ichani power architects. I do not realize if you know what it means to have such a one respect and follow you. The Iridonian allied himself with no one on the entire world of Telos, yet he will follow you at the risk of his life. His stance, in many ways, mirrors yours. Where he walks, he carries a world upon his shoulders, and like you, I do not know if he has ever faced it.
I think in this case, well, it's not your concern.
Very well. I did not mean to bring up painful memories. Forgive me.
It's just difficult to describe to someone who wasn't there.
The Mandalorian Wars were like that for many. Many returned, who could not tell of their experiences in a way that could bring meaning to them.
Forget it. I had some other questions.
You may ask.
In this case, we'll ask her, why are you called the Handmaidens?
We attend Atris. It is the duty of all of us, from the first of my sisters to me, the last of the Handmaidens.
You are the last of them?
I am the last of the Handmaidens. This is correct. I train so that one day that will no longer be true.
Your skill is impressive, as is your devotion to your training. I mean, we might as well say stuff that's positive.
That is not entirely correct. There are times I am distracted. Perhaps once having known the ways of the Jedi, you may understand what occupies my thoughts.
What do you mean?
There is much knowledge on Telos, and only one of the Jedi remain. There is so much about their ways of battle, their forms, their stances, that may be lost forever if the last of the Jedi is taken from the galaxy.
Is this what occupies your thoughts?
To the Ichani, battle is a means of communication. It is an art in the truest sense of the word. Stance, form, discipline are a means of expression and communication. They speak one's heart and one's devotion to their cause.
Devotion to their cause?
Yes, the methods you use to meet your opponents speak truer than any words can express. When you risk pain or death, there is no truer sacrifice or strength.
I agree. It shows how far you are willing to go for your goals.
It was to the Jedi traitor Malak. It was to the Jedi traitor Revan. When Terrace was destroyed, it showed Malak's heart through its execution and intent. It was brutal, without finesse, but showed his commitment to defeat the Jedi. Yet with Revan, there was the same commitment, but it was a subtle thing, like weaving threads in a tapestry or strokes upon a canvas. She spoke through battles and tactics in a way one could never do in words. She showed her heart at Malachor V, and finally at the end of the Jedi Civil War. I believe she was speaking to Malak in that final battle, though few knew it.
What do you think Revan was saying?
Through battle, Revan was meeting betrayal with betrayal, and showing Malak the pain he had inflicted on his master. What stronger display than death for conveying one's sense of being betrayed by one's own student? Revan's anger must have been great indeed. I would have wished to have been there for that final exchange, and seen the truth of their conflict with each other.
Forget it. I had some other questions.
You may ask.
Do you have a name?
Before entering Atris's service, yes, I carried a name, as all the children of the Ichani do.
What was it?
It is not important. My title and rank is of consequence, not my name. I take value in Atris's service, not in myself.
You should take value in yourself as well.
We all have value in our oaths to others, and the promises we make. When we make that pledge, we are pledging ourselves to something greater. When importance is placed on the self, then by such acts the galaxy is unmade.
There is some truth in what you say. Is that your judgment of me?
If reasons of the self is why you turned away, then yes, perhaps there was a judgment there. But it was not intended as an attack.
Do you think that I lost myself when I disobeyed the Jedi?
I do not know. That is a question you must ask yourself.
I had some other questions.
You may ask.
Why do you look different than your sisters?
I honor the face of my mother. It is not something usually spoken of in the company of others.
I apologize. I meant no offense.
There is no need to apologize. You were merely remarking on something that you saw. There is no wrong in that.
Is it a sensitive subject?
It is not a sensitive subject, but a subject that requires trust. There is no such trust between you and I, and such trust takes time.
Alright, forget it. I had some other questions.
You may ask.
I don't know that we really want to ask that much about Atris. So can you teach me some fighting moves?
Training is something reserved for certain caste members of the Ichani, but I do not see the harm in instructing you in some basic principles. I do not understand how you and Atris fight, but I will instruct you on how Ichani children are raised on warfare.
That seems as good a place as any to begin.
All Ichani fighting principles rely on foundations. If one does not understand the most basic of fighting moves, it is not possible to understand the higher tiers. It is similar to learning the alphabet of a language before being able to use words, then sentences.
I understand. I am ready.
As a foundation, I will instruct you in our elementary movements. The body itself is the first weapon you must master. It is not something that can be described. Let us duel, you and I, and that shall teach you more than my words can. Use only your hands and feet to strike at me, nothing else, or our combat shall be over. Do not resort to using any items or any force techniques you may possess. Such things will obstruct learning.
Okay. Does that include no armor or clothes?
Duels among the Ichani are rituals, and it does not allow for armor or anything that restricts movement.
Just checking. It's a little cold on this ship.
Now, are you ready?
Yes. No force powers, weapons, or items. Got it.
Very well. I shall match my movements to resist your efforts, and do not hold back, or I will hurt you.
Looks like a modded appearance. Why is it so skimpy? Okay. Let's hope we don't get absolutely beat up here. We will use our flurry though, since it gives us no net light side shift. Okay. We get no penalties to the extra attacks for flurry, so we might as well just rip those. Damn. What a move. It's like a horizontal cartwheel.
You fought well indeed. You have caught the principles of the style by watching and anticipating my movements. I now have a favor to ask you.
A favor?
The weapon the Jedi use, the Force, I would like to know more about it.
What do you want to know?
It is not something you can see or fight, yet the Jedi use it and struggle with it their entire lives.
It is a difficult thing to describe.
Please, I wish to know.
Imagine awakening and hearing the heartbeat of the galaxy for the first time.
I see. Thank you, Exile. I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with me.
If you have any further questions in the future, seek me out and ask them. I think it only benefits our chances at defeating our Sith enemies if our allies are all as strong as they can be too.
Yes?
Let me save before I go do anything else here. We'll do a new slot. Clothes.
Yes?
Do you think you could put some clothes on?
It does not seem to bother you.
Yeah, well, I can walk around like this if I want to. This is my ship.
Yes?
It's goofy. Alright. Can you teach me more fighting moves? Because I think the what are you doing is probably the same thing that we had her say last time, right? Can you teach me some more fighting moves?
Very well. I think you are ready for the next tier of instruction. For this, we will keep the etiquette of the last duel, but we shall add any melee weapon you choose to the ritual, with the exception of the Jedi weapon, the saber. Vibroblade, Bothan stun stick, force pike, whatever you wish. But no items, no force techniques.
All right, let me prepare myself and I will return.
Very well. I shall be here.
Do I have some? Oh, that's nice. I can use any of the weapons that our companions have, I think. Right? Like, so we'll just do our... Oh. Neither of these are balanced. That's okay, though. We'll use the Ichani there and Sith Drummer Sword here. We still have really good bonuses to hit on both of those.
Yes?
Can you teach me some more fighting moves?
Very well. I think you are ready for the next tier of instruction. For this, we will keep vibro.
Nothing new that you told us. All right, any melee weapon, but no lightsaber, no items, and no force powers. Got it.
Then let us begin. And again, do not hold back. I will not.
Oh. Unequipped my melee weapons, so we'll put those back in because we're gonna do way more damage than we were doing. This isn't upgraded. Okay.
You fought well indeed. You have caught the principles of the style by watching and anticipating my movements. Before you go, there is something I must know. Why did you go back, face trial?
Yeah, because I felt they deserved an explanation. Maybe I had to hear me defend myself, just to be certain.
I see. It was always something I was curious about. To walk to one's own sentence willingly. It's a brave thing.
Alright, forget it. I had some questions.
You may ask.
Since she just asked now, just to see what else she says about it, did Atris ever mention me?
She said you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself.
Oh?
That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts, and she told us why you fell to the dark side.
Why was that?
Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars, when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up.
So why didn't I keep fighting in the Jedi Civil War?
Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with them, because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force.
Anything else?
I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are variations at times, but all rise from the same foundation.
Expressed feelings?
Yes, it is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove difficult, or they do not come at all.
What do you think Atris's heart says?
Without having seen you and Atris fight, I cannot say. Battle is a pure form of expression. It is heart and discipline, reduced to movement and motion.
Well, I think we would fight Atris, not necessarily try and kill her or anything, but yeah, why not? But I forget it, I had other questions.
You may ask.
Maybe we have enough influence now after fighting her twice to ask, why do you look different from your sisters? Maybe not. Let's ask, can you teach me some more fighting moves?
I think you are ready for the final tier I wish to teach. You have made much progress. For this, you may use any melee weapon and any shields you possess, but nothing else. No Jedi saber, and no other items.
Alright, so shields and melee weapons, but no lightsaber, no force powers, and no other items.
We shall begin this final lesson then.
Alright, we need to re-equip our dual wieldies. Alright, I don't know if we'll need the shields. Let's see if we can get by without it. Nice.
Atris was correct about you. You know war, its motions and currents. There is nothing more I can teach you.
You seem to be anticipating my attack. Well, actually, then maybe I can teach you some things.
I have already learned much of your styles and combat. There is no need to know more.
What's the problem?
Combat among the Ichani is a personal thing. Repeated duels are not what they are in other cultures, and I would rather that this not become more than it is. And I have taken an oath to Atris against studying from a Jedi, or anything of the Jedi teachings.
Why?
Other Ichani have broken oaths in the past, and I will not. This is not something I wish to discuss.
Alright, forget it, I had some other questions.
You may ask.
Why do you look different than your sisters?
I honor the face of my mother.
Alright, so she already told this stuff, but she said, so you have a different mother, but the same father?
Yes, that is correct. I feel that I may trust you with such things, so I shall speak of it if you wish to hear it.
Yes, I would hear it.
Though my father's blood I share with my sisters, I wear the face of my mother. My father was Usanis, an Ichani general.
Usanis was a hero of the Mandalorian Wars, one of the greatest.
He left our family to serve in the Mandalorian Wars, but his choice was not because of battle. He went to join my mother, one whose movements and spirit matched his. His only desire was that they fight together, side by side, for as long as there were enemies amassed against them.
I don't know if it would give us an influence boost to compliment her or not. So we'll ask so this one was not the mother of your other sisters?
I never saw her face, and she did not return from the final battle of the war. She died in the battle that shattered Malachor V, and her body was never recovered. My father returned from the Mandalorian Wars and did not enter battle again. He entered politics, a caste where one's battles are fought through words rather than action.
What happened to him?
He was slain by Revan in the Jedi Civil War. When Revan sought to destabilize the Ichani worlds, Revan succeeded. The fact that our father chose battle is not shameful, but that is not the reason he went to war. He went to war to be with the one he loved, but not the one he had pledged himself to. He was disloyal. I am the mark of that disloyalty. It is said that such things run in the blood, and I have fought long to prove that this is not so. That is why I am different from my sisters. Yet I am pledged to them, and Atris, and I would die before betraying them. I tell you this in trust, and ask that you not speak of it to others. I only wish you to know.
Why tell me?
Because when my father returned from the Mandalorian Wars, he walked as you do now. There was something wounded inside him. He did not speak of what had happened there, and with us he was silent, changed. When I look upon you, I see in you an answer to a question I have searched for all my life, and that is why I tell you this now. I do not believe you to be the monster Atris made you out to be. I believe your choice was my father's choice, and it was just as difficult.
I appreciate your trust. Thank you for telling me.
You have earned my trust. I wish to honor the trust you have shown me, and I wish to explain what you meant to me. I know it is difficult for others to see why I am here, but it was important that you know one of the reasons, and know that it is not simply duty that I am here, but because I want to be here. I want to fight with you side by side for as long as there are enemies that threaten you. You are a leader. Your stance, your every action proves it.
I am grateful for your words and for your assistance.
You honor me, Exile. Together, then.
Alright, never mind, I'll be going. Influence gained, Handmaiden. So we'll save yet again, because I think we need to turn Handmaiden into a Jedi before we talk to Visas, or that whole, we can't convert her into a Jedi, essentially.
Oh, welcome, Exile. Is there something you need?
Are you alright?
Yes, your features, your stance. There is a calm about you that I did not notice on Telos.
What do you mean?
There is an energy about you, a lightness in your movements. It is something I have seen in only the most disciplined and revered of the Ichani weapon masters, yet it comes to you with ease.
I do feel better. I feel more in touch with my surroundings and others.
It shows in your features. It is beautiful to see.
Can I ask you some questions?
You may ask.
Okay. Can you teach me some more fighting moves?
There is nothing more I can teach you.
Curious to see here. Any reason why I have to fight without clothes?
Duels among the Ichani are rituals, and it does not allow for armor or anything that restricts movement.
Oh, that explains it then. Just wasn't expecting it.
Your modesty has no place in combat. Even the youngest of the Ichani understand this. You should as well.
Okay. You seem to be anticipating my attacks.
It is the way of the Ichani to be able to read their opponents, to know where an opponent is going to strike before it connects, anticipate it, and then strike against them. Ichani battles are fought several minutes in advance. In many ways, it is much like the game of Dejarik, played in the core systems. The most advanced among the Ichani are able to predict the course of battles by months, and the most revered are said to be able to predict the path of wars. Only Revan ever demonstrated such skill in war, and even as she slaughtered us, the Ichani still respected her.
Can you teach me to do this?
You are already doing it.
What do you mean?
If you do not know you are doing it, then training will make you a dangerous opponent indeed. Come, as we fight more, I will teach you. Do not think about predicting my movements. React instinctively. You are doing better. At first, I was afraid that your awareness of your own ability might ruin it, but that is not the case. You learn quickly. Perhaps it is your connection to the Force that allows such things, but I do not think so. Now you fight as an Ichani warrior fights, always in the future.
You have gained battle precognition. It allows you to add your wisdom bonus to your defense in combat. Kick ass, although our wisdom is currently +0, so our defense is unaffected. Alright. Still though, we dig that. Maybe the next attribute increase we give to okay, yeah, this is the upgraded one. If we upgrade our wisdom, we can get a +1 bonus. Why not? Yeah, one of the things I did do is change the color of the offhand lightsaber to cyan, however that's pronounced. Okay.
Yes?
I wonder now if we have enough influence to say, I can teach you some things. Can you teach me some more fighting moves?
There is nothing more I can teach you.
Then maybe I can teach you some things.
I have already learned much of your styles and combat. There is no need to know more.
What's the problem?
Combat among the Ichani.
What you told us before, it's kind of like an intimate idea. But do you want to learn?
What I desire is of no importance. Other Ichani have broken oaths in the past.
Okay, so we don't have high enough influence with Handmaiden. Then maybe we can't quite talk to Visas Mar just yet. We'll see. I'll do a little digging before we do that. Save again before we go talk to Kreia to see if there's anything new that she can tell us. Let's find out in 1 second. Okay.
You are spending time with the servant of Atris.
So what?
I knew her mother. She was a Jedi Knight, a master, named Aaron Kai. Jedi are forbidden to have children, and when the crime finally came to light almost a decade later, Kai was exiled. She joined the Mandalorian Wars after the shame of her birth was revealed.
How do you know that? The Handmaiden told me not to speak of it.
Revan welcomed her, and she was said to be a skilled warrior, beautiful and strong in the Force. The Force flows strongly in the blood of those born from Force sensitives. I doubt that Aaron was any different. If the servant of Atris is of her blood, then the potential lies within her. If you train her, if you teach her the ways of the Jedi, you will be asking her to break her oath to Atris. It would be best not to train her, and let the bloodline die with Telos.
Awareness. You said teach her the ways of the Jedi. Curious choice of words.
Ah, that was an interesting choice of words indeed. She has sworn not to follow the path of the Jedi by her oath, but even that oath is limited. One does not need to be Jedi to learn the ways of the Force. I suspect it cares little for our codes and philosophies.
But shouldn't she know her heritage?
Should she? By whose judgment should such truths be revealed? I do not have such arrogant presumptions. The Jedi separate children from their parents as they did you. It is because family exerts a powerful influence on one's development. I am merely saying that revealing such things can have profound consequences, nothing more.
How could I train her?
You must train yourself first. The time will reveal itself. Yet if you persist as you have, building her trust, then you will be training her, whether you know it or not, until the choice is hers, not yours.
Alright, well, enough of this. I had questions for you.
Before you continue questioning me, I hope your thoughts in the matter concerning this servant of Atris are clear. Spend time with her if you must, but recognize where your true loyalties lie, to the galaxy and yourself.
I don't know what might give influence bonus with Cray here. I'm tempted to say Jedi have no such attachments, but I might... One sec. We're going to try and see if it makes any difference for Cray. Jedi have no such attachments.
Ah, so then perhaps I was mistaken in my judgment. Never have you wondered what it would mean in the Ichani rituals if the two of you sparred and fought, and you won, completely and utterly? If perhaps she would give in, surrender herself to you? Few other thoughts that can hide in the shadows of your mind. Exile. And such passions are not strength, but erosion.
Perhaps, and perhaps not. We shall see.
I cannot help but hear you at times, and such curious thoughts they are, not at all like a Jedi. But I shall keep such thoughts to myself, I think. And you should as well.
Okay, so we didn't get any bonuses or not.
Yes? Have you come with questions?
I want you to teach me more about the Force.
Very well. What is it that drives you?
You taught me of sight. Is there anything else you can teach me?
When I spoke of sight before, there is a similar handicap that tends to occur among those strong in the Force. They neglect their skills. Some believe they no longer need them. The greatest wielders of the Force are those that maintain some grounding to the more physical realities of the universe.
What do you mean?
Some wielders of the Force have mastered piloting, others the ability to fix and repair and build, from simple moisture vaporators to more complex machines such as droids and vehicles. One's ability to understand the human body and its ailments, for example, can make your powers within the Force more complete, more powerful, when you attempt to repair the cellular damage of another. And others have mastered the more subtle work of politics, persuasion. Do not doubt that a galaxy may be conquered with words, a republic overthrown, and an empire made. When such skills are honed, one's abilities with the Force become that much stronger. My warning to you is this: do not rely on your companions to compensate for your weaknesses in skill. There will be times they will not be there to help you when needed. What skill would you say is your greatest strength?
Well, yeah, our highest score is persuasion. Persuasion. Convincing others to do as I ask.
And what skill would you say is your greatest weakness?
Stealth. Relying on not being seen.
Then my task before you is this: take your greatest weakness, devote effort to it, strengthen it, and I will show you how it shall strengthen your power in the Force.
Okay. I think we say very well. I shall take this lesson to heart.
As you learn and train and test yourself against the galaxy, all your skills have a chance to improve and grow as well. When you devote some of that training to your weakest skill, you will know.
I'll think on this. In return, my weakest skill is stronger. Influence gained, Kreia. I wonder if now she might tell us anything about Revan.
Yes? Have you come with questions?
I wish to learn about lightsaber combat.
That is something we will leave until we possess a lightsaber.
You need to find a lightsaber. Okay, never mind. I'll be going now.
Yes?
Yes, and I need some
Then
answers. Yes, do my best. All right, so I think... Did you know Revan?
Perhaps. I think it is fair to say that few did.
Where did Revan come from?
Revan had a mother and father, parents, ancestors, like all Jedi do. And when she awakened to her potential, I was there to see it. But where she was born, where she came from, I do not know, any more than I know where she walks now. Some said that Revan was born in the outer regions, beyond the Rim, and that's what called to her during the Mandalorian Wars. And after, it was the call of home.
What else do you know of Revan?
I know more, but it may not be enough for the answers you seek.
What caused Revan to fall, to turn on the Republic?
Fall? Ah, already you presume much. You were there at Malachor. Revan's choices were always her own. It was not teaching or circumstance or example. It was her.
Yeah, Revan wasn't a monster here, but then what made her turn to the dark side, become a Sith Lord?
Is that what she was? Or was she always true to herself, no matter what personality she wore? And there is something that the Council may never understand, that perhaps Revan never fell. The difference between a fall and a sacrifice is sometimes difficult, but I feel that Revan understood that difference more than anyone knew. The galaxy would have fallen if Revan had not gone to war. Perhaps she became the Dark Lord out of necessity to prevent a greater evil. I do not believe the Jedi Council changed Revan as they claimed. They merely stripped away the surface and allowed the true self to emerge again, someone who was willing to wage war to save others. But that is my belief, since I knew Revan from long ago, as a master knows their apprentice.
You trained her?
She came to me, yes, both before and after. Before Revan knew herself. And after, in the times when Revan was coming into her own and learning she was more than she had been told. At one time, Revan was my Padawan, in times past long ago. But Revan, when she had learned all she could, had other masters, that fool Jar and other Jedi on other planets. She learned from each, but in the end, she turned back to me, when she realized there was nothing more to be learned from the Jedi, except how one could leave them forever.
What was Revan like as a student?
Revan was power. It was like staring into the heart of the Force. Even then you could see the Jedi she would slay etched on her soul.
Ooh. Man, I don't know if we're ready for the answer here, but what do you see when you look at me?
You are different. When I look at you, it is like staring at the depths of the Force.
Damn. I don't think this gives us anything new, but we'll ask anyway. What else do you know of Revan?
I know more.
Okay, yeah. I had other questions.
Ask, and I will answer.
Okay. I think that's about everything that we learned there. But we'll ask, if the Council cast you out, how come Atris and none of the Jedi Masters mentioned you?
Ignorance. And perhaps they do not remember or care. It is of no consequence to me or to them.
Awareness. You're lying.
Am I? Then perhaps you should know. There are techniques in the Force where one can cloud the memory of others, make their presence so small as to be unnoticed. And on the worlds where we have encountered these Jedi, there is much life and death where sensing such things is difficult. As I said, it is of no consequence to me or to them.
Do you use that technique on me?
No, but if I did, you would never know, so my words only carry as much worth as you believe them to. But perhaps you will understand this, that perhaps it is important to me that you see me and my actions uncloaked. It is important that your judgments, whether be good or bad, stem from seeing me as I truly am.
Yeah, it's true that I don't think she's told me everything. I still think that you're lying to me, and you haven't told me everything.
Then you are learning quickly. Distrust is an effective shield and should be carried always.
Okay, never mind, I'll be going now. Experience gained, 1500. I think that's about all Kreia can tell us.
Yes.
So I think we got
Have you come with questions?
Level of influence that we needed. But I want to see if she will teach us anything more about the Force.
Very well. What is it that drives you?
I wish to know more about the Force forms.
Very well. Of which did you wish instruction?
The one that allows me to focus the Force.
It allows you to recover your strength with the Force more quickly, and it lends strength to your Force powers. It has no other drawbacks. Such a form is a gift, preferred of the Jedi consulars, and effective in combats where you must fight only through the Force.
No. Cool, I guess don't know if we get access to it, but never mind, I'll be going now. Yeah, Force channel, we do have it. Cool. Alright, well, let's go talk to Handmaiden, since we know something new about her mother. Save HK47.
Yes?
Alright. Can I ask you some questions?
You may ask.
Wanted to ask you about Atris.
She speaks of you often in anger, but her movements, the motion of her hand, her eyes, do not share the anger of her words. They are only the signs of loss. It has been almost the count of 10 years, yet the thought of you burns within her still.
She made her feelings clear at my trial.
I believe that your leaving the Jedi Order may have hurt her more than she will ever admit. It is a difficult thing to speak of, to see Atris unable to confront such strong emotion within herself. You did not care for her, did you? Atris is beautiful and wise.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the strength of the emotion between the exile and Atris is there for a reason, right? I cared for her, but such things were never spoken.
I have heard that Jedi sometimes renounce the code by loving another and fall from the Order, and there are others who keep such unions secret.
Part of the failing of the Jedi is denial of love. It's not something that can be denied without losing part of yourself, or your connection to those you are sworn to protect.
I see. So, there are such unions?
Sometimes, yes, it happens.
That is what I have heard. I was not sure if it was something you had seen, or experienced.
I think all Jedi are tempted at one time or another.
I see. I have asked you many questions. I did not mean to. There are questions that have gathered over years, and I did not wish to ask Atris.
If you have any others, you are always welcome to ask.
Thank you, then. I hope this creates some measure of trust between us.
It does, and I thank you. I wanted to ask you something else.
You may ask.
Do you think you could put some clothes on?
I fail to understand the problem. I had heard the Corward systems had customs concerning modesty, but when training, such customs are not practical or efficient.
I disagree. In fact, if you don't train while encumbered, you are crippling yourself.
I can see no fault in your reasoning. I do have bulkier clothes. Will this do?
Damn. Those look like Jedi robes.
They suffice for training purposes. They belong to my mother.
They belong to your mother. Who was she?
She was the one my father followed to war. She was a Jedi. I never knew her. There is no absence of presence when there was nothing there to begin with. I miss only that I never knew her at all, and what it was about her that caused my father to follow her to war.
Alright, forget it. I had some other questions.
You may ask.
I wanted to talk to you about your mother. I mean, we learned some big things from Kreia.
What of her? As I said, I knew little about her.
Did you know that she... Well, we'll tell her everything that we know, right? She was a Jedi. Her name was RNK. Or Kai? Yeah, RNK.
This is already known to me. Why are you telling me this?
Because the Force runs strong in bloodlines, and you could learn to use it to help others.
I do not know enough of you yet to speak of such things. I do not know your stance, your heart. Perhaps if we were to train together in battle, my thoughts on this would be clearer, but not now.
We already have fought. We'll see if we do the whole I could teach you something, if that makes a difference. Forget it, I had some other questions.
You may ask.
Can you teach me some more fighting moves?
There is nothing more I can teach you.
Then maybe I can teach you some things.
I have already learned much of your styles and combat. There is no need to know more.
What's the problem?
Combat among the Ichani is a personal thing. Repeated duels are not what they are in other cultures, and I would rather that this not become more than it is. And I have taken an oath to Atris against studying from a Jedi, or anything of the Jedi teachings.
But do you want to learn?
What I desire is of no importance. My father broke his oaths. He shamed us all. I do not wish to follow his path. I swore not to follow his path. If I were to follow a Jedi against Atris's wishes, then I would be betraying her for you.
I have fought beside you. You know me, as well as you know Atris. What do you want?
This is a difficult thing for me to say, but I ask that you be silent as I tell you this. It is my desire to learn from you what you can teach me of battle. I have already learned much in our duels, but with every battle, I wish to know more of you. Your stance, your movements, I can sense shades of meaning and an echo of something I have yet to experience. Atris said that you were the only Jedi to have survived the Mandalorian Wars, that you had stared into the heart of war and only turned away because you were forced to. I do not believe her. I believe that you made a choice, as my father did, and that is important to me, more than you know. And you are important to me more than you know. I will accept whatever you wish to teach me, though it breaks my oath to Atris.
Have you thought about your heritage?
I have thought about what you have said, of my mother, of my bloodline. There is something I would ask of you.
And so it ends.
I want you to teach me the ways of the Force, to become a Jedi Knight like my mother.
I will not train you as a Jedi, but only in the ways of the Force. It's kind of like what we talked to Krey about.
That is all I wish. I want to feel what my mother felt for my father, what ran through my mother's veins when she was one with the Force. I wish to hear what my mother heard as she fought the Mandalorians, until the moment she died on Malachor 5.
Then know this. You have the makings of a Jedi Guardian within you, and it is time I showed you that path.
I will not let you down, Exile. I will honor you, as I honor the face of my mother.
The Handmaiden has taken her first steps on the path of the Jedi Guardian. She will grow in ability as she travels with you. Kick ass.
Betrayal. Betrayal.
Betrayal? Mistress? She has betrayed me. The last of your sisters has betrayed me. Betrayed us. She is your sister no more. She does not travel with the exile. Instead, she has chosen to walk the path of the Jedi.
Mistress, forgive us, but are you certain? She would not forsake her oath so lightly.
It is the truth, and it is done. Do you doubt me?
No, mistress. It is you who saved the Jedi upon Dantooine, who have collected their knowledge and hid it here to protect it.
But why? How did she fall? It is a sign of his corruption, and perhaps hers as well. He will train her, and she will be flawed.
Damn.
What do you mean, Pazak? What, again? This is Ronto Scrag. What house rule says I have to go first? Yeah, well, I'm still not convinced you aren't cheating.
Warning, If you draw another ±1 card, I will enact assassination protocols.
This droid is cleaning me out.
What are you playing?
Hazak. Well, I'm playing. It's cheating. Whatever, cheater.
Deal me in. Alright. Hopefully we win this. If we don't, it'll be embarrassing. Bogus. Yeah, I'll take a set win. Run out of cards though. Alright, we only need to do one more, but we have no more cards. Could get a little dangerous. I'll stand on a 16. Shit. Alright, this one's for the win. 17. And they're on a 10. Ah! Damn. I don't know who we lost to there, whether it was Atten or T3.
Don't you ever give it a rest? Fine, don't mind me. I just need to get some stuff from the cargo hold.
You know the first tier of styles, but you're holding back because I am unarmed. Tell me where you were trained.
What can I say? I'm a quick study.
You lie. Few know the Echani styles by reflex.
Oh yeah? Guess you saw a lot of the world while you were freezing your cargo hold off in the Ice Academy. Didn't you, sister? Next time I walk in here, I'm carrying a blaster. Oh yeah, one other thing. Don't think I haven't noticed the way you've been sparring with our ex-Jedi friend. This isn't some pleasure yacht. So if I did know all the Echani movements, I might know more than just the first tier, including the etiquette rituals. So keep your hands where I can see them.
Fool.
Shut up.
HK-47. I did not realize that you still existed, especially now that the other generations are activated.
Query, what is it you wish, Fat One?
I see that your recent reassembly has not affected your behavior core, nor your attitude.
Statement. If I require a similar diagnostic in the future, I shall seek out the Iridonian.
Oh, I do not think so. There is much work that needs to be done first.
Query, have we had the misfortune to meet before? I believe I would have remembered one as large as you.
Oh, yes, we have met. And I have not finished with you yet.
Statement. My memory core has suffered some damage. Statement. Yet somehow, a gap in my circuits makes me feel as if I should remember you. Statement. This is all the more important since during my routine inspection of all potential escape routes from this vessel, I made an interesting discovery. Observation. The navicomputer is voice-locked. As a consequence, you are now responsible for course corrections and astrogation. Statement. That is indeed a great burden. It also raises many questions. Query. Why would someone lock the navicomputer? Answer. Presumably to hide where one has been. Statement. I believe you've been somewhere. Somewhere you wish to keep hidden.
Ooh, get his ass, T3. Alright, so we made Handmaiden into a Jedi. We can now talk to Visas Mar a little bit. I don't know what we need to turn Baodur into a Jedi, or Atten, but we're going to try and convert everyone we can, because why not, right? It gives them good force powers. But we will pick up on our attempts to make ourselves a little Jedi conclave on the Ebon Hawk next time. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and we will catch you next time.